you don't get non-lawyers in the room with clients generally, unless it's like to like fix their laptop, you know, right? So I don't how'd you do that? And why don't you think it happens more?
I sat on the original relationship meetings as they were, and it was a lot of amazing people around a room hitting each other on the back about what a great job they've done over the course of the last year, and then talking a little bit about where they're going to go for dinner later. So it was something that we slowly chipped away at. And by bringing information to the table and starting to share things that law firms wanted to hear, we shifted the dynamic. So for example, we started to give information about share of wallet, right? Here is our total spend. This is what you are getting in terms of that total spend. These are the areas that we think are going to reduce. This is what's going to increase. Information that is not normally put on the table, or certainly wasn't put on the table back then, started to get a bit more buy-in. And as we did additional things like putting net promoter scores in to talk about how law firms were performing, it became more interesting, I think, for the firms to come into the room. We've had to create a forum where it was and now we want you to bring somebody else in. So we did deep dives into things like innovation or pricing, and said, bring in everybody that is involved in this process and let's have a conversation with them. And it was hit and miss. Some
Sure.
got it, right? And we met some of the most amazing people that were able to help us drive a change. There's a real willingness to bring alternative people into these different people into the conversations, and we should have them. We should have people on the BD side of things. We should have finance. We should have legal operations on the client side coming in to have those conversations. We should have the pricing people sitting at the table.